How do you deal with evasive responses in civil discovery? Imagine you're in a courtroom, and the other party is intentionally sidestepping your questions, providing vague or incomplete answers. This situation can slow down the discovery process and hinder your ability to gather essential information. Recognizing and effectively addressing evasive responses is crucial to maintaining the integrity of your case. Evasive responses often manifest as vague, nonspecific answers or outright refusals to answer questions directly. They may include phrases like "I do not recall," "I am not sure," or "that information is not available." Sometimes the other party might provide responses that are technically responsive but lack substance, avoiding the core issue. Identifying these tactics early allows you to take appropriate steps to compel more precise answers. One of the first strategies is to clarify and narrow the scope of your questions. Instead of broad inquiries, ask specific, targeted questions that limit the scope and make it harder to evade. For example, instead of asking, "Describe all communications regarding the contract," ask, "Did you have any written communications about the contract between January and March of the year in question?" This precision reduces the opportunity for vague responses. If the evasiveness persists, you can file a motion to compel discovery. This legal request asks the court to order the other party to answer your questions fully and truthfully. When preparing this motion, include examples of evasive responses and demonstrate how they hinder your case. Courts are generally receptive to such motions, especially if the evasiveness appears intentional or obstructive. In addition to motions to compel, consider requesting a meet-hand-confer session. This is an informal discussion where you can clarify your questions and express concerns about evasive answers. Sometimes, a direct conversation can resolve misunderstandings or encourage the other party to provide more complete responses. If evasiveness continues despite these efforts, the court may impose sanctions. Sanctions can include fines, orders to provide full responses, or even adverse inferences, which allow the fact finder to assume that the withheld information would have been unfavorable to the evasive party. These measures serve as a deterrent against obstructive behavior. Throughout the process, maintaining a detailed record of all communications and responses is essential. Document every instance of evasiveness, including the questions asked and the responses received. This record can be invaluable if you need to escalate the matter to court. In summary, dealing with evasive responses involves a combination of strategic questioning, formal motions, informal discussions, and, if necessary, court-imposed sanctions. By staying persistent and methodical, you can ensure that the discovery process remains fair and that you obtain the information needed to support your case.